You've stumbled into another nostalgic void. Drifting, searching with your rose-colored glasses. Fear not. What an Oddcast is here to guide you. With hosts Jared Minikheim, Anthony Denny, Michael Kennedy, and Sven Magnuson. Stay odd and hold on tight.
Welcome back to What an Oddcast, episode 284, as Jared claims. This might be episode 283.2 at this rate. Who actually knows? We lose track all the time. I'm your intro man, Maverick.
I'm the one at the bottom, on Refney.
I'm Jared Minikheim Jokey Pants.
It's weird. Why are you doing some eyes wide shut over there, huh, bud?
Because I have the house to myself.
That's not a good answer. really. See, I always knew you, Sergeant Redacted, had a really kind of gay thing going on, and that mask just kind of confirms my suspicions. Like, no, like, it's fine. You say no homo. It's not gay necessarily. It's just... I
didn't even know he had this until I was in here setting up, and I saw it just hanging from a thing, and I'm like, why does he have this?
Why does he have that?
Listen, you're not supposed to go into his special room. I'm sure he's made that abundantly clear, and yet here you are wearing a sex mask. Jared, if we have to have an intervention, we will. It's just there's lots of better uses for me and on Refney's time, but I'm not opposed to it. So
the only thing he's opposed to is how the distance you are away.
Well, things happen.
Things do happen.
Yeah, Sergeant Redacted's off at meetings, so he's not home. Not till tomorrow. And then I got to try to drive to the airport.
Jared's got the woman of the house all to himself. He's cooking, he's cleaning, he's prepping, waiting for him to come home with a martini in hand.
Dude, he's looking for Jody.
Sure.
Jody is the guy who fucks the military men's wives.
So to open up this episode, get some things out of the way, because get it in the beginning and not at the end, because otherwise I'll forget about it. I know Maverick had some things he had to announce that were coming up, whatnot. For our stuff.
Ominous. Sounds ominous when you say it like that. Like
it is. For our stuff, if you're on our YouTube, I started a little mini series that I've been doing, which I'd see that's been actually getting a lot of attention. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. I've been enjoying doing it. I've been covering over movies I grew up with on the Sci-Fi Channel, and it's been a lot of fun for me because I get to rewatch a bunch of shit and be like, man, why the hell did I have fears out of this movie? This is not well made.
You know those memes of like your unemployed friend on a Tuesday at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon? It's fucking Jared or fucking Joke Pants over here. Just fucking. I know that I'm just gonna record a whole fucking mini series about movies I used to watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna record more after we're done here.
On a tropical island where it's at balming 107 degrees. But it's fine.
No, it's been fun. I covered over Abominable. We did Sabretooth. I just put out Route 666. That one's up there now. And Alligator will be coming out later today. For any of you back on the United States normal time zones and not in a fucked up time zone like mine.
Right.
Actually, at the time of our recording right now, Alligator has released. And that was my favorite so far, because then I realized how much I actually really enjoy that one. And I'm going to do the sequel later. So go check that out on our YouTube.
Two alley, two gator.
Setting up the sequel to Alligator, like they set it up at the end of the first one, which if you watch the video, you'll find out anyway, or if you've seen it. But it's one of those things where I had to point out of like, people just don't fucking learn lessons, because it's like the same exact fucking thing happens to set up for the sequel. And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with people?
Lots are.
But no, I got a bunch of things planned with that, and also all the gaming stuff that I've been doing. So go check all that out.
Yeah, Sly Tooper.
Yeah, I'm almost done with Sly 2. I got part 10's out right now. I've got videos lined up for the rest of this upcoming month, and then I'll be finishing that off, and then starting on the third game. So
Then after you should do Duelist of the Roses.
I've been doing some of the other oddball games I have as just in betweens, because I did one episode of Friend or Foe for the Spider-Man. Did you know what I forgot about that game, Anthony? And Mike and Maverick there. I completely forgot that they tried to make that a marketing for the movies, the Tobey Maguire movies, and it has nothing to do with the Tobey Maguire movies other than they have Harry Osborn in there.
I got it for my Wii, and I think they gave you random codes, and the random code I got was for the New Goblin.
Yeah, because that's how that game opens. It pops up with a little screen that's like, this is an advertisement, blah, 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 for the Spider-Man movies. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, what? Which ones? And then it started, I'm like, oh yeah, they made Venom bulky comic Venom, but they gave him the Spider-Man suit. And then there's Harry Osborn from the third movie. Oh, that's right. This has literally nothing to do with those, though.
And this is from the era with cheat codes. So right now I'm on GameFAQs.gamespot.com, yeah. And I'm looking at the cheat codes. They have 3 different ways to unlock the New Goblin.
Yeah, I believe it.
So for those who who play the PlayStation 2, to unlock James Franco's The New Goblin, that's seen in Spider-Man 3. You hold L and R, press circle down, X right, square up, triangle left.
I miss cheat codes. It made everything so much better.
So do I.
Dude, I'm gonna see if I can remember this. CPR28U. I want to see if I'm right. CPR28U. Lego Star Wars.
I used to have a notebook full of cheat codes.
I bought the cheat code book once.
Oh god, at the
Got a couple of those from
the classic book fairs.
Yep.
Yeah, I had one of those. It's how I used to get the good decks in Duelist of the Roses, because there were certain codes you could put in to get the OP decks and not have to deal with the random algorithm. Which is really, you just have to type in certain names and it would give you the top decks and your choices.
Yeah.
But you had to be very specific with the name you chose.
Mm-hmm. So let me get this.
No, see, now if you want to do that, kids today don't even know cheat codes at all, because now you have to be a modder on a PC to be able to do that. Because technically, there are cheat codes for Grand Theft Auto 5, but if you use them, they ban you from being able to do anything in the game and make it legitimate. They literally just are nah, you use a cheat code, you cheated. And it's yeah, but you don't even have good cheat codes. It's full health, full armor,
I say
full ammo.
if it is a single player game and you're only affecting yourself, whatever, who fucking cares?
That's what I said. And there's not even good cheat codes for that fucking game. There's not the extreme bunny hops or the Superman jump. There's none of that shit. It's just it's 4 cheat codes. It's stupid.
I was so close with the cheat code I memorized. I said CPR28U is 4PR28U. That's the cheat code for invincibility in the Lego Star Wars.
Nerd.
I also used to have the cheat codes memorized for Tony Hawk's Underground.
I never used cheat codes in that one. I had too much fun just fucking around.
You see, I went to the rec center as a kid, and they had Tony Hawk's Underground, and you like to dig around with your friends, so I memorized the cheat code so I could dig around with my friends.
That's fair. I had some friends, we did that with Grand Theft Auto 3, and then we did it with San Andreas. We would just see who could last longer by spawning in a random tank and dumb shit like that. How long can you last with 5 stars in a tank? Let's see, and then we time each other.
I remember doing, good times. Good times.
Good times.
I think the last cheat code that I used was for Guitar Hero, and that was for no avail mode. Because you just want to play expert and just fucking hit as many notes as you can and hope and pray. You turn that bitch on,
That's
you
fair.
throw on through the fire and flames, and you just hammer it. Just hammer it. Yeah. Yep.
I'm playing Sniper Elite Resistance right now because that dropped to Game Pass, and boy, has that been frustrating as shit. They made this one a little bit different than the last ones were, and it's there's a lot more to do, and it's a lot harder to do them even on, like, I don't even have it on a hard difficulty. It's just they made this game way different. Like, same mechanics, but the way the levels play, completely different now. Sad to been playing that.
I've been sleeping. I haven't even been doing shit.
Yeah.
Sound like Sergeant Redacted.
I can imagine. He's like, listen, when you get a job someday, Jokey, and you grow up, and you have to realize it's just perpetually being tired, always.
See,
especially when you work like a government job,
and you have 2 kids.
That was your choice, but yes, I'll give you that.
Well, dude, busting is so great.
See, what you made the mistake. What you need is
side hoe.
No, it's like a pre-started family where they're past the sleep regression phase. So, like stepchildren,
like 3 of them. I'm going to say a random number.
Okay, I'll pass the sleep regression page. That's fine.
I mean, this is as far. I got 1 wing done, but
it's pink.
Yeah, I wanted to do pink.
Interesting.
Is that canonically accurate?
Is that lore accurate to the character, sir?
Well, actually, every color is lore accurate.
I mean, that is fair. I remember getting into many conversations with my autistic coworker.
Don't fucking back him up. Don't stand in your truth, Jared. Fucking say it with your chest or not at all.
The one guy I worked with was like, he used to work at one of the games. He was oh god, what is that? Like a sponsor kind of thing for thank you, an ambassador for a games shop, and like that was his thing. Was like, yeah, technically you could paint him whatever you want. Like it's kind of whatever you want to do. We just ask, like, there'll be people who do Nazis on them, and we're like, yeah, no, we're not gonna let that like be in a tournament. But if that's what you want to do, then sure.
Yeah, here I will share my screen and show the Games Workshop colored. Let me make sure I'm not.
Isn't it like all green, basically?
Yeah, give me 1 second. I want to zoom in because this is showing my address. I don't want to dox myself. Here we go.
Too late. Joke's on you.
Right.
Yeah, it's just.
All right, that's fair. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
So I wanted something a little exciting. The pop against the green armor.
That's fair.
That was my choice.
Give you a pop against the green armor.
Wow. My womanhood is weeping.
You guys like Wendy's?
I haven't had Wendy's in a while, but
Wendy's nuts drag across your face.
There we go. Okay.
I was like, I'm afraid.
I'm sending it out for the next time I see Sven, just so I can get him on that one too. Because that man loves Wendy's and a pretzel bun, so I'm gonna be able to get his ass good.
Oh,
you were.
I'm gonna be sick. He's gonna hate me for days.
I need to fucking. I need to see him because I got some things I need to give him.
Yeah.
I asked him like weeks ago if he wanted them, and he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Cool." I haven't seen him.
I still haven't given him his Christmas present, and we've seen him twice now, so that's fun.
So Jared, you're gonna in next Thursday, you're gonna get a video from me because I got something on the way.
Interesting.
Is it a Switch 2? If it's not a Switch 2.
No.
Not my.
So, as many of you may or may not know,
as he pulls his laptop.
Right. I was so careful. I think I just muted myself or something. Nope, I just turned down the volume.
No, you just
I am a fan of Bionicle. Yeah. There was a guy on eBay who was selling the Toa Nuva, I think they're called, the rest of this generation of the Toas.
Okay.
Each one for $9.99 complete, which is
Pretty
steal.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So I bid on them all.
Mm-hmm.
And I won them all, except for he didn't have the one that I already had available. So for the first time in my life, I'm going to have all the Bionicle that I wanted. And it's going to be so good. I'm going to be playing with them. Orion really enjoys them, which is why I got them.
Sure.
I feel like
that's good. That's good.
Sure.
I mean,
sure.
Whatever helps you sleep.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm so excited.
It.
They also did combined shipping for me because one person got all the fucking options. Shout out to this guy. Can I? I'm gonna shout him out.
Go ahead.
He's a shop.
Sure.
My eBay.
Is that the one you sent to me?
Yeah, it was the same guy. That's how I found it. Time Warp Treasures Dash Toys Collectible. Shout out to him. Mike, if you want, he has 100% complete Pyramidas for $60 at bid for an hour and a half left.
I already bid that, and I got mine for $75, so we're good.
Oh, got him.
For 3 days, you can get the vintage collectible complete Yu-Gi-Oh! Exodia, the Forbidden One, with Obliterate for $19.99. This guy's shop is great. I'm definitely adding him to a future, to look at. Because either he doesn't care or he's really undervaluing the things that he's selling. One or the other. Also,
I took Sergeant Redacted's flag off the wall just to put behind me over one of the doors. But it was funny as shit because he pulled it out and it's an alien with a joint and it says, "Take me to your dealer." And when he pulled that out and put it in the living room, I was like, "Since when are you a stoner?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's actually really sad. I didn't realize it said take me to your dealer. I bought it thinking it was take me to your leader, and then it wasn't." I was like, "You're a fucking idiot."
Fucking noob. Fucking dweeb.
Dude, one of my coworkers, they said that they're like, "I really want to try marijuana. But we work at a government job, so I'm not going to try marijuana."
Me and Redacted have had that conversation a lot as of late.
It was the most innocent thing I've ever heard when someone talking about marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that she called
how
it
I feel
marijuana.
with him too. Oh, serious. That's how I feel with him because he's like, "Yeah, I'd love to, but I can't because I'm with the military and I can't. But I'd like to." And I was like, "You've never
my job
been a
more.
stoner ever." But yeah, so there was some news in the pop culture sphere that happened yesterday out of fucking nowhere that has now sent the internet in a spiral, and I get it. I get why.
Are you talking about Good Charlotte releasing a new album?
Good Charlotte's releasing a new album.
Right? Isn't that great?
In the year of our Lord 2025?
In the year of our Lord 2025. They've teased a new album, so...
Never listened to it, so I wouldn't know.
You're a fucking douche.
It's not in my wheelhouse.
Really? No, I guess it's not. I guess it's too mainstream for you.
It's also Christian rock.
I was about to say Christian rock's definitely not my thing. Pop's not my thing.
Yeah, they only have like 2 good songs that people actually know. So it's
The River.
Yeah.
They're not really Christian rock. Lifestyles was Rich and Famous.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I know that one, so I've heard at least. Okay.
One.
Yeah, I've heard at least one. But
what was your news, Jared?
Yeah, I was gonna say it came out yesterday, and it was. It took a minute before anybody officially confirmed it. But for all of you in the horror community, you probably have seen it all over the fucking place like I did, and I was also taken back by it because it's something we've been asking for fucking years.
Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Hello Kitty Island Adventure finally released.
That also happened. Butters is so happy right now.
Such a fucking meme. It's so good.
Do
you think Matt and Trey got royalties off of Hello Kitty Island Adventure? Do you think that maybe they actually secretly funded the whole goddamn thing with Casa Bonita
that
revenue?
Would be amazing.
And we're like, this is the next meme we have for you guys.
That would be amazing.
The only thing, not to get off track, you can go back to your Matthew Lillard thing in just a minute, unless I keep railroading you just to watch you squirm and it's fun. But what if we got the Cooniverse, and they just stopped making South Park to simply do the Coon universe? Like, it's just not South Park anymore, but it's just the Coon universe with Coon and friends.
You really should be emphasizing that less.
Yeah, I know. Coon and friends with like the Coon and Tupperware, Iron Maiden, the Human Kite, Mosquito, Mintberry Crunch, obviously. You know, the main core ones.
That would be.
I'm more of a Human Kite 2 kind of guy.
A what?
The Human Kite 2 kind of guy.
You like the Human Kite 2 ongoing warfare?
I'm big. Anyway, Jared, please continue.
Cousin K, they say I could play with you. Yeah, so it was put out there as a rumored casting that Matthew Lillard got hired on for Scream 7, something that everyone has been asking him about since this movie went into production, and he kept saying that nobody had approached him yet. And then it came out like, hey, he actually is in the casting and he's coming back as Stu, which got everybody riled up. Then Matthew Lillard himself, like the goddamn just wonderful man that he is, didn't confirm it by saying, yes, I am. The man just put on his fucking social medias him writing down his famous line of, my mom and dad are going to be so mad at me, with the first movie's audio. And then it was confirmed, yes, he will be returning as Stu Macher for Scream 7. And everyone is losing their fucking mind. My only issue is
my mind is pretty much intact. Just there.
Does this mean that he survived, or are they gonna do the Billy thing where he comes back as a ghost? That's what we don't know. We just know he's coming back for this.
Either way, he's gonna be a little woozy here.
How fun would it be if he actually wasn't, and this is just a red herring for all of you guys?
It's his twin brother, Drew.
Well, see, that's the thing, because the half brother from Scream 3 is also in the cast list. So now it's a little confusing. It seems like they're going very big, but they're bringing on a lot of things. So I don't really know what they're doing.
Because all the other actors quit, so they have to bring on someone.
Yeah, no one else wants to be in the movies.
The only issue I have, and I'll end it here, is I've heard that supposedly the script was that it would be the cult of Ghostface, which I have an issue with that. And for anyone out there who wants to call me on this, that is basically what Scream 6 was. Why are we going to do that idea again? Because Scream 6 was literally, here's a museum to Ghostface, and it was basically the family was a cult. So, like, why are we going down the same road again? We've already seen that. Do something a little different.
Yes, Jared, but you see, that worked, and so we just got to keep rehashing it, and this time they have Matthew Lillard, so...
They do. The Lillard. The Lilster.
The Lil Bump.
On rewatch, Scream 6 is a bit weaker for me. A little bit weaker. They had some good moments in it. I know, they're actually, like, 5 was really good. I really enjoyed 5. 6 was okay. It had a lot of cool, interesting ideas that they did. But 6 now just kind of pisses me off because, like I've said many times, we'll never get the ending to that fucking story now because of all the shit that happened. So that's why I've been saying, like, 7 has to do something big and spectacular. And I've even responded to people. They're like, do you think it should end? I'm like, yes. This should be the last one. Because you're not even going to finish the fucking story that you started because you all fucked up on 6. So, like, just end it here and be done with it.
Or they could keep making them for, hear me out, money.
I thought you were going to go forever.
I mean, yeah, but the Scream franchise is one of the rare ones where, like, yes, there's been a lot of them, but they're all not bad. The only one that I would say is actually bad is 3, and that one just has a lot behind the scenes. But past 3, they're all not bad movies. They typically have really good scripts and good directors and writers on them. It's not like Hellraiser where there's like fucking 12 of them and only 3 of them are good. Like, it's not like that.
Honestly, I feel like that the Punishers, the Hellraisers are bad is kind of a joke. Would be used within the universe. Like, oh, these movies are so bad.
It would. Yeah, no, you know, it's not like Friday the 13th or Nightmare where like they literally were money makers, so they just pump them out continuously and never let it die, even though they just progressively got worse the more that they made. Like, but yeah,
also,
so that's just what I wanted to get there. I've been wearing one every episode. I'm surprised you're just now calling me on it.
I normally just look at the head.
You know, he got sick of me calling him out for not wearing shirts or wearing nothing but holy shirts. So,
well, we'll get him a Jesus outfit.
He feels seen now. Don't worry.
I'm also losing weight, so you know, healthy.
Hey, why don't you go fuck off?
Well, we're in winter, so he's losing half of it just from sweats.
My statement. Both statements can be true. Like it does not have to be one or the other.
He got me there, Jared.
Well, Sergeant Redacted's just been kicking my ass on getting on a healthier track with him. So
as he should.
I don't know about that.
Everyone needs one.
It's okay. You'll come back to the States and you'll just get fat again. It's fine.
Maybe. We'll see.
Oh, you're going to stay in Guam? Is that what I'm understanding? Yeah, did you find yourself a nice Guamation woman? Going to have a nice little Guamation family?
Well, first off... well, we're going to Hawaii in spring, so we'll see. And then I don't know how long I'll be there for a little bit.
Do you think Redacted would get better military benefits if you just got married to him?
Like, you know, the people at work keep telling him the same thing.
Do it.
They're like, you should do it for the benefits. They're like, you don't even have to sleep together. Like, you guys could like still get women, but like, just do it for the benefits.
Yeah, apparently you get so much extra money if you're married in the military. So.
Hey, we don't ask.
Yeah, and I'm not going to tell. Except for all of my friends who are very invested in your Guamation story. So if the big plot twist in the end cliffhanger is you get married to the man that flew you out to Guam, that like it's like a perfect ending to a romance story. It's gonna have Return to Innocence playing. I
don't know if I could. That bold man. Anthony, he's on his own.
Jared,
you're the top here, Jared.
Yeah, Jared. I just need me and Anthony are going to talk real quick for just a minute. You feel free to stay on, but we're going to be talking about you just in all clarity. Anthony, are you just slightly also intrigued that he's just not outright denying that this is not a bad idea and like they've clearly thought about it at some length?
As a man who's married, for tax benefits, it's worth it.
Benefits.
Look, I love my wife and my kids. They're great.
It's just he hasn't outright denied that he's not going to do it yet. And like part of me is gleefully accepting this as just an ambiguous thing.
Dude.
And he might be doing it for the meme, which is totally cool. But part of me is like, I think they've talked about it. I think they may have went and looked at rings.
Hey, there's nothing wrong. Jared,
welcome back to the conversation now.
Luckily, Jared, anyone can marry you nowadays. I could technically marry you. All you need are 2 witnesses and an officiant. But when you apply, I'm not going to get any further. I don't. We'll talk about it if it goes further. I'll say, as the person who's been married here, I have all the how to get married info.
Redacted is very invested in finding me a woman, despite my protests of fucking no, I don't want to date anyone at the moment. He's very adamant about we're going to go out to the Singles Day events and that he's going to find me someone, and we keep getting into arguments about it, about like he can get someone so that they can they can just preoccupy him.
I like how it's like we're going together to the singles events.
He seems to think we're gonna have this year and next year, like while we're living together, there's gonna be all this, like he's gonna make me lose weight and we're gonna get buffed together and we're gonna find women and we're gonna be like make money, and I'm like, you have so many big ideas and yet all you do is work, so none of these things will ever fucking come true.
He needed a friend, apparently.
Yeah, seriously. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick, guys.
I love you, and I want to talk. We're going to go see girls, and we're gonna make the money, like that, like the.
It's literally him. It's literally Sergeant Rejected.
He just needed a friend.
Well, he hasn't fucking had anybody. Like he literally he's moved around so much with the military shit. All he's had is the people in his like platoons and whatnot. So like he has very much admitted me coming here was a very good thing, because he finally actually has somebody who's a friend and not just like we work together, so we're friends.
Yeah, it's nice to have those. I have a dwindling amount as one has moved to Guam. So I'm actually -1 this year.
Yeah, there's a negative net gain at this point.
But I mean, for the most part, nothing crazy. I don't think I'm gonna make. I think I will have friends at work, but I won't make friends outside of work with them, which is okay. I don't need to. I'm 30. I don't need a bunch of new friends.
That's fair. But sure. Also watch Den of Thieves Pantera. Anybody out there, good for you for watching it, because it's just a really long movie of not, I don't know, I felt kind of meh with it, but that was a new movie that came out that I checked out. It's got Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe fighting the world.
Fighting around the world. Me and Tugger, my tugboat. Tugger's got cancer. We're gonna beat cancer.
Ice Cube's son, I forget his actual name. I only know him as Ice Cube.
Nugget.
Sorry to everyone. But his son is like the main character from the first one and this one. It's like his movies. He's like a master thief. It was all right. It wasn't the worst thieving movie I'd ever seen.
Which son of Ice Cube? Are we talking Darrell Jackson?
I mean,
with the one who looks exactly like him, who played in Straight Outta Compton.
That would be Daryl Jackson.
Okay, yeah, it's his movies.
Wait, no, that's the producer. Honestly, who played?
He literally looks. He almost looks exactly like his father.
O'Shea Jackson Jr.
Yeah, there you go. That's his real name.
Is Ice Cube's name O'Shea?
His name is O'Shea Jackson Sr., yes. It feels cursed to know that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Did you know that Ice-T is a major Slayer fan? That was something I found out. That was interesting to learn.
What Slayer?
Well,
the Doom Slayer.
Maverick and all you other people out there, Slayer is one of the big four in thrash metal, who are the heaviest.
Condescend to me. You did a whole fucking
awesome.
You did a whole 7-part miniseries that I didn't pay attention to about metal music.
Yeah, I know.
Guys, I hate to bring us back to Ice Cube, but if you go on Ice Cube's Wikipedia page,
also, I just want to make sure we all know for the last 4 minutes we've been calling him Ice-T, just so we're all aware of that.
So on Ice Cube's Wikipedia page, which has that little blurb ahead, it says Osei Jackson redirects here. For his son, see Osei Jackson Jr. For cube-shaped ice, see Ice Cube. For other uses, see Ice Cube disambiguation. Not to be confused with Ice Tea.
Yeah. Amazing. Amazing, by the way. Simply amazing.
Like, that is... Someone had a lot of fun doing that for cube-shaped ice. See Ice Cube.
Also, in speaking of, like, music people... Anthony, I don't know if you saw, Nirvana did a reunion show for the wildfire relief shit.
I don't think there's all of them are there.
Well, no, not all of them there, you jacket. They had random guest singers come on, like Joan Jett sang with him for a bit. Dave Grohl's daughter sang with him for a bit.
Stupid fucking joke.
But the rest of them did. Like, it was, I saw that pop up and I was like, really? Like, that's okay. I didn't have that on my bingo card. It was, they did it, yesterday.
Yeah, I am looking at that news. Yeah. Nirvana reunion at Fire Aid, LA.
Yeah, and I was like, really? What the fuck?
Kim, Jordan, Joan Jett, and Violet Grohl.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that pop up, and I was just thought that was a little interesting.
Neat.
A few days ago, I messaged Jared, and I was like, Jared, I got some great customer service.
Yes, I was waiting for you to bring this up.
So I think I lost my. Let me bring up my email really quick. I am a collector of Transformers, as some of you may or may not know.
Never could have guessed from what's behind you. Not at all. What are those, Power Rangers?
No, there is one. There is actually 2 Power Ranger things up there. So one of my goals is eventually to get as many Optimus Primes as I can get. Let me see if I can find don't mind the mess, but for those who are watching the video, you can see I have all those Optimus Primes there. I think about
Optimi Primes.
I have, I think, about 30 different of them. 30 something different Optimus Primes. I really like Optimus Prime. As you can see over my shoulder, I have Lego, Power Master, and Cybertron Prime there as well. So Optimus Prime is my go-to. Like, he's my go-to guy. One of them I don't have is the classics Optimus Prime, mainly because he's super expensive. But I found him on Transformers Land, and I went to go buy him, and I didn't have my card on me, and I tried to memorize it, and I couldn't. And they only had one in stock, so I canceled my order because I'm like, I don't want to hold it in my cart.
Right, as a pending thing for.
Yeah, in case someone else gets it. I reached out. Matt, that's the guy who does it, Matt. He reached out and was like, hey, Anthony, I saw you canceled this order. I was wondering if you ran into some issues with our website. Like, did you get an error message, shipping costs? Like, let me know so we can work something out.
Man was desperate to get rid of it.
He's very kind. And he's great. And I'm like, hey, no, it was not you. It was me. But I did buy it because I was like, now
you're obligated to.
Because he reached out. And he's like, cool. He's like, hey, thank you. And I said, he said back, he's on the way with a smiley face. You can tell this guy's older because it was in equal signs with the parenthetical.
Yes.
And
Motocons.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, like, here's my phone number in case any issues show up. Let me know when you get them if you like them. So shout out to Matt from Transformers Land. I bought from them before, and they had a great experience then, and I bought from them again. Actually,
you're gonna get this, and it's gonna be a cursed item, and you're gonna find that the reason he was so desperate to get rid of it is bad things were happening. It's gonna come to life.
Watch, it's fine.
I just don't know how I'm gonna shove them into my Optimus Prime shelf. I really need another bookshelf. I mean, I need another one anyway for the 13 Primes.
Yeah, you do.
I don't have a problem. You have a problem.
I mean, I figured out my problems. So, Jared, you're still working through yours, so it's fine. We have a whole, we have a whole series back 4 episodes ago of all this shit you got to work through still.
Mine just comes down to I wanted the toys and now I can get them.
I just want to say, Maverick has no room. Don't let him fool you. He has no room to call anyone a nerd. Go check out our TikTok at What an Oddcast, and you can see the shit he sends me.
I just gotta say, Mike. If you go to Transformers Land right now, the Skyboom Shield,
the worst one,
is $36.
It's actually a pretty good deal.
It's a great deal.
I'll look at it when I'm on the shitter after we get done recording. Right now, but the issue is I'm pretty sure I pre-ordered the Skyboom Shield maybe that was the Star Saber for the 3D printed ones that will eventually be here.
Maybe
sometime. It doesn't really matter.
They don't have the sword because that never stays.
No, it'll be first gone.
They do have one from Cybertron that's not made out of clear plastic that's $175, but
I'd rather die.
Yeah, that's
damn.
Yeah, no one's getting that money except for the government now, apparently. So that's fine.
You guys see the fucking helicopter that got blown up by a plane?
Yeah, they did.
That was really weird how you said that. Like
real weird transition.
That's a very, very weird way of saying that 2 aircraft collided.
Way to bring up a tragedy.
It wasn't. It wasn't. It sounds like it was shot down. No, they collided in midair.
First time in 16 years we've had an air collision.
16.
Yeah, And thank God I live with somebody who's in the military, because I asked Sergeant Redacted about that, because I was like, so how could this happen? And he said, I quote, I have no idea, because a Black Hawk should have been nowhere fucking near there, so I couldn't tell you what the hell happened.
It makes you wonder who was on those flights. I saw we don't get political on here, but I saw a great meme because Trump signed an executive order to get rid of DEI programs, and someone said because it was Black Hawk, the D, yeah, and it's the issue is I could see some people believing that. So
well, of course.
So that just made me laugh, but yeah, so. It just makes that a terrible tragedy that we're making very light of. But
it was.
It's also I need you to ask Redacted. That's the most heavily monitored airspace in the U.S.
Yes.
Because it's over D.C. How the fuck? So
see, that was Redacted's second point, which was the president wasn't going anywhere, so there should have been 0 Black Hawks going anywhere anyway, so there's way too many questions left unanswered for that.
Yep. Also, I don't know if you guys know, fun fact about most commercial airplanes, but they have a system built in that forces them to go higher or lower depending on air traffic in the area to actually prevent these kind of things from happening. Now, I doubt the military Black Hawk had that, so the Black Hawk probably wasn't showing up on any radar or actual.
Are you implying that it is a fuck up of a great magnitude that this happened?
Yes, I'm saying the timeline of events over the last 2 days is executive order cutting funding for the FFA the FTA, whichever. FAA, thank you, the DEI, and the federal freeze. So, yes, I'm saying that there is a massive oversight on a bunch of people not realizing exactly how money is spent in this country. So, not to get political. So, speaking of cancer, great segue. Sorry. I'll send Jared the links later so he can post them out on the episodes and things like that. But one of a coworker that me and Anthony worked with, you remember Austin, He last year was diagnosed with a very rare form of cancer and has been fighting it for the better part of a year. He just got done. I think he's got like 1 or 2 more chemo treatments left. And yep, and the tumors are apparently receding, and so there's a lot of hope. This is like a 1% chance that he survived or something like that. It was a very rare cancer that not a lot of. So, one of my other coworkers, she streams on Twitch, and she is doing a 14-hour stream to raise money for him. So I will send Jared that information afterwards to make sure that it goes up on our socials and links and things like that.
I'll be posting them everywhere.
Yep. And again, she's just raising money. And even if you just go in and interact for 5 minutes and watch an ad, all the ad revenue that she's generating as well will go towards the family and his treatments. So she is the first and only person at my office that I've told the name of the podcast to, not because I don't want this podcast to grow, but because I live in a corporate setting. It is a little bit different than any job that Jared has promoted at.
Beaner,
right?
Beaner.
Exactly. So, and she told me her Twitch handle, which I will send to Jared. As well? Yeah.
Are you allowed to say it?
Yeah. Well, I am, because again, this is a podcast that not a lot of people on at the office listen to. Only a handful of people do. I don't know if you remember Amanda Kraut.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, Amanda. Her Twitch handle is apparently Amanda Games Horribly, which is a great fucking thing. Great. But she's doing a 14-hour stream, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. And again, if our fans could go in and just interact with it for Eastern Standard Time, interact with it, watch an ad. She's going to be playing, not Resident Evil 4, I do believe.
I'm looking at her channel. That is the last few streams that she has.
Yep. She's going to be doing some some Jackbox and a few odd and end things. So I got to get my Twitch back up and running so I can go interact with that as well. Anthony, if you have it pulled up, if you just want to throw it at Jared, the link after we're done, just be like, hey, on this day, you don't have to tag her in or anything. Just post the,
Gotcha.
That way it just gets out there, and anyone that wants to interact with it can. But if it's for a great cause, I'll be in there as Maverick, just kind of whenever I can throughout the day. I don't have a lot going on, mainly because I just have ended my my job. Well, yeah, I've taken a new position at the place where I work, and so today was technically next Friday's my last day, but there may be a tragedy in the family. Which we will get into a little bit later. It's nothing bad. That may prevent me from actually working on the next Friday that I should be working. So, yeah. So, my grandmother's not. Yes, given 2 days ago. So it's just a matter of time.
Oh, gotcha.
Here's the thing. Not looking for sympathy. Not looking for sadness. It is time. It is for the best.
This is how Mike deals with things.
How old is she? 90 something?
90. 90. She's lived a full life, so
she has. Not to make glum, because I'm part of the family. Michael, for those who don't know, is my brother-in-law. I'm married to his sister.
Yes.
We over the holidays, we took our newborn to meet his grandma
at my request. For this very reason,
because we're
not going to make it.
we knew she wasn't going to make it to another year, so we're like, we should let her meet her final.
Great grandchild. Yes, absolutely. So, and it was great. It was it was fun. Everyone had a great time. But so we'll probably have a more update on that. Not next Friday, because I will not be on next Friday. I have prior engagement. I'll be off on the 7th. I might reach out to you, Jared, because I have next week off anyway. So maybe we do a night record or something like that, just me and you, just to throw something up there if I get the time. But then I'll be back after that, fully refreshed after a complete work from home week for training and
Sounds fun.
Yeah. So, and then I'll have more stories about that. I cannot tell all the stories right now. Full disclosure: Anthony's family is over at my house right now. So,
yes.
Yes. So,
the wife
yes.
and the child.
Yes,
Children.
the children. Yes, and part of that is the patriarch of the family is out there with the children, and it is not stories that I can tell because of I'm being very vague for a reason.
Yes,
I got you.
Yeah,
it is the paternal grandparent.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yes,
which is I think if he cries, I'm gonna break.
Oh, you'll break so easy. I'm done. So I've processed this already.
Damn.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Again, it'll be such fun stories in 2 weeks, I promise. So stay tuned, everyone.
Yep.
Jesus.
Love it so much.
So out of that gloomy topic,
yeah, sorry, got real dark there for a second.
Got real dark. Got real serious.
So next Saturday, if you guys want to interact with my friend's Twitch channel, again, all ad revenue, all revenue she's donating to the family. So I'll pop in. Yep, I'll be there. I'm sure Jared won't be doing anything, so he'll stop in.
I'll definitely try to show up.
Yep. Even if you donate 25 bits and get a channel thing, 25 cents goes a long way. So
it's true.
Yep. That's all I got for that one. I just wanted to plug it right here towards the end. So,
Anthony.
Yes.
Did you see? And again, this is a big if you have the random ass movie news that came out because it popped into my brain.
Yeah, I saw Matt Lillard is coming back for Scream 7.
I'll fucking hurt you. You remember? Okay, do you happen to remember about like a year or two ago, there was the Toxic Avenger getting a remake, and it was going to have Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, the Dinkster.
And Elijah Wood was going to be the villain in it, which he looked like kind of like a penguin thing. He looked really fucked up, and it had me curious. And then it disappeared. And it wasn't going to happen anymore.
Yes.
There was new news.
New news.
It is getting a release, unrated, for a limited time. A studio bought it and decided it was already done. It was already made. They are putting it out. And then it will go to home release after. I guess it's going to be more of like a limited release in theaters. Like, this is what was supposed to be going on, and then it's going to go to home release after. But it was a random news thing of just somebody picked it up and was like, fuck no, it's already done. Put the fucking thing out.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'd watch that. So
for the first time ever, a movie got canceled and then somebody didn't throw it in a vault. They're actually going to put it out there.
Yeah, dude, I'm still bummed about fucking Batgirl.
I'm still... I'm frustrated with the studios canceling a lot of movies or like putting movies out there and then be like, nah. Like you had Batgirl, you had Coyote versus Acme that was also supposed to be made that then Warner Brothers was like canceling fucking everything and anything, including their own channels. So, but yeah, no, this is a case where like a studio ended up picking it up and was like, no, it's going to release. Like the money was already spent. It was already fucking filmed and edited. Fucking put the thing out. Like, so good for them. I'm actually kind of curious with that one.
I got a list of some stuff. Apparently there was a Salem's Lot remake.
Did you not know there was a Salem's Lot remake?
No.
I talked about it when it came out.
No, like the one that got shelved indefinitely.
Oh, I didn't know there was one that got shelved. No, because I know HBO Max put one out last year.
You guys talking about the same Salem's Lot and you just don't know about it?
Maybe.
Possibly. Which I thought was actually a pretty decent movie.
This could be an old list.
It's probably an old list. What else is on it?
I already went away because it. I
You
didn't trust it anymore.
Stupid bastard.
I know I'm a bad man. I'm a naughty boy.
You know, if that movie had been shelved, I'd believe it. Just because that, there's just another Warner Brothers thing where they were like, fuck him.
I mean, Gambit. Remember Gambit?
I do remember
Gambit movie.
Gambit. Fucking what? Like over. God, now I gotta think. Over 10 years ago. I know it's over 10 because it's back when we still worked at fucking McDonald's. That movie was being
sure fucking
written.
is.
It was announced in 2014.
We are for it. Remember how excited we were, Jared, for a good Gambit movie?
I mean, we still could get it now more than ever.
Well, maybe we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening there. I don't think that'll ever happen. But that Mark Wahlberg plane movie, I've been seeing people posting about that. It's one of the dumbest fucking things I've ever seen, and I just have to say, what did you think it was gonna be? Why would you even spend the money to go fucking watch that movie? It looked fucking dumb as shit when the trailer came out.
What's that called?
I don't even remember the name of it because it was just, it looked bad. It looked like a movie that just shouldn't have been made because it's Mark Wahlberg with a clearly half-shaved head. Thank you. It just looked dumb.
My boss watched it.
And what was his response? Or her response?
Her response was, it was garbage. She said she's not a movie person, and this movie was super predictable and bad.
The fucking trailer tells you like their twist in the movie right in the trailer, because it's Mark Wahlberg sitting as a pilot and they're transporting like a witness protection dude.
Oh, for Grace.
And then it's just and he's like, this pilot seems kind of weird. And then the fucking ID of the real pilot slides out from under his seat, and they go, "Oh no, he's not our pilot." And it's like, how are you going to put that in the trailer? That should be like your twist of the fucking movie of that he's not the real... What the fuck is this?
Well, yeah, but... Okay, so the issue I have... What was this movie called? Like, Co-Pilot or something, right? It's...
Flight Risk.
Flight Risk, thank you. There are 3 movies coming out that are bottle movies. When I say bottle movies, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yep.
Movies that are contained within, like, a specific
single
place.
thing. Yeah.
Right. There's this one, Flight Risk. There's Woody Harrelson's Last Breath about the dive team. And then there's one more, I can't remember it, but they're on like a ship. And it's not Last Breath, or maybe it's like they're on a roof or something like that. But they're like, I'm like, oh, so we're just throwing money at people and hoping to God it sticks for horror movies, huh? But yes, you're absolutely correct in like... But maybe they're pulling an M. Night Shyamalan, and he's actually the dead son from the future that came back to try to rescue. I'm just saying.
I mean, I hate to, but no.
No, right.
I read the whole plot.
The best diss on that movie I heard was people making fun of Mark Wahlberg's hairstyle. Where they're like, he's supposed to be a partially balding man, but you clearly see the 5 o'clock shadow where, like, he just shaved the top of his head.
Yep.
Mark Wahlberg's just signing on to fucking anything and everything now, isn't he? Like, it's...
He's got to have money. He doesn't have a lot of money right now, you know?
I gotta get the money. I gotta keep working out.
Transformers money burned up real quick.
Yeah, turns out I'm not the last knight. It was real bullshit.
You have to fucking bust a nut to be a knight.
They gave me a fucking gun to kill a transformer. I didn't even really use it. There was nothing in that movie. It was a bunch of bullshit. I thought I was the last knight.
It turned out Transformers are not even real.
What?
It's just a green block. That's all it was. I was talking to nothing.
Still fucking loving that movie where fucking Sir Anthony Hopkins' character gets blown, gets shot with the Transformers gun, and just goes flying over the fucking Stonehenge. It is the best scene of that whole movie.
Oh, those movies are fucking something else.
Did you know that Woody Harrelson's Last Breath is a remake of a documentary that came out in 2019?
I do believe that, actually.
Which is a real thing, a real story. Dude, it's got Simu Lee. I'm sorry, Simu.
I can't with this shit. God damn. Oh, I forgot to bring it up last week, only because I didn't see anything about it until after we were done recording. But apparently Haktua Girl got arrested at some point, which, like,
I want to look that up.
I don't actually know if that's true, but
I saw she did, and then but I've also seen things about, like, she was doing other stuff. But I saw something about she got arrested somewhere after her trip down to, like, I don't know, one of the islands. I can't remember exactly where, but, like, after the whole meme coin thing, she, like, disappeared, and then people saw her posting with, like, her friends posting with her that they were out, like Virgin Island kind of thing. They were just out enjoying the islands, and then apparently coming back, I guess she got picked up. But I don't really know what happened with it. I didn't care enough to look. I just kind of laughed at it as, like, ha, like, that's funny.
I don't see anything about her getting arrested. She's getting sued, but I can't quite find. But I'm not looking too much into Haktua.
Yeah, no, because I don't care that much. I think her comeuppance were really that she thought she could do all the shit she was doing and not have anything to say at the same time.
See,
so to see everything crash and fall, it's like, yeah, go figure.
The problem is we don't have Ellen anymore.
Yeah.
Because Ellen would have fucking made Haktua Girl so irrelevant so quickly. If Ellen only wasn't a piece of shit. Thanks, Osama bin Laden.
Right.
Do you not know, Jared?
No. Do you love that theory.
Oh, okay,
Such a wild theory.
So here's how Osama bin Laden led to Ellen DeGeneres getting fired. 9/11.
Yep.
So because Gerard Way almost died in 9/11, or he witnessed 9/11, something with it, and it really traumatized him. So Gerard Way took his trauma and created the band My Chemical Romance. My Chemical Romance inspired Stephenie Meyer to create the Twilight series. The Twilight series was fanficked into 50 Shades of Grey. 50 Shades of Grey was turned into a movie called that starred Dakota Johnson as the girl in 50 Shades of Grey. And she was on Ellen, and Ellen tried to say that she wasn't invited to her birthday, in which Dakota Johnson proved that she did get invited and just didn't show up, making everyone realize that Ellen was a piece of shit liar. Osama bin Laden got Ellen fired.
Jesus Christ. That's wild.
I have to look up 50 Shades of Grey because I don't know the character's name. E.L. James wrote it. And it was Anastasia Steele.
Yep.
That's a fucking name.
Never read it, never watched it. Know a lot of people that did. But I never did.
I don't read.
Oh, we know you don't read because you have a fucking broken brain when it comes to, like, fucking everything.
I got two problems with my brain. I talk to myself a lot.
No, he's not. No, ma'am, he's not crazy. He just he can't think in his own brain. So if he doesn't say it out loud, he wouldn't know what's going on.
I can think. I just can't visualize.
Right.
Be funny if he was just recording the podcast by himself and it was just silent waiting for us to reply. It's just him on screen. Yeah, it's a good one, Jared. Jared doesn't actually exist. That's Anthony right now.
I've been in a padded room for years now. Dr. Minikheim is coming every now and then.
Yes, Nurse Maverick. He is saying again that he has a hit podcast. We're not entirely sure where he's getting this information or even what a podcast is at this point.
I told the coworker that I got hired with, I told her that I had a podcast because we were shooting the shit the other day.
Look at you.
And she's like, "Are you guys popular?" I'm like,
No. I mean, we have our moments. We have our moments.
We have
you guys
a core group.
Like, are you guys good?
It
depends on the day.
We're not bad,
we're
but we're not
average mid, but we're definitely not Ohio, so that's fine.
Yeah. She was like, "Can you tell me what it's called?" I'm like,
No.
I'm like, not because I don't want to. I don't want you to lose respect for me.
Yeah, right. We're not on that level yet.
I say some pretty horrible things. I'm like, not racist.
Sometimes.
Well, you say the neighbor word a lot, so
you do say neighbor a lot.
I have not said that word in forever. In
What
which
word?
I have a neighbor, so I have a neighbor pass.
Right there, count that. Mark the time, Jared. We need 2 bleeps. Right there, because he said he's got a pass for it, which is wild.
It's a 1 hour. 1 hour. Gotcha.
You're gonna need that.
You're gonna get some bleeps.
See the coworker that I told who has the Twitch stream. She's like, I will give you my Twitch name if you give me your podcast name. And I was like, okay. And she's like, I was going back through the titles. I was like, listen, the first 150, just go ahead and skip. Just go ahead. We don't really hit our stride till about 175. That's, I think, right about when the cartoon brackets kind of started. It was right around 150. And like 175, we started really hitting our stride in Anthony's basement.
Just listen to the most recent episodes.
That's what I said.
Listen to the most recent event.
Like, start from the beginning, work backwards till you hit a point where the audio is just absolutely unbearable, and then just please stop and don't continue. If you want to listen to apparently still the most listened to episode, go ahead and listen to that fucking zombies episode for Call of Duty.
It still gets plays, and I don't understand you fucking people.
We'll never understand. It's been 5 years ago now at this point.
It's one of the worst. I don't understand. It's me trying to make sense of a storyline that doesn't make any fucking sense.
And it's only gotten worse.
It has. In gaming wise, the last Dragon Age game didn't do well. Got very poorly reviewed. So the company cut off a whole bunch of employees and are focusing on another Mass Effect game, which I don't have any faith in.
Didn't Andromeda also do really terribly?
Andromeda is a hot piece of fucking trash. And I refuse to acknowledge it in what is a great trilogy, because that 4th game is hot fucking garbage, and they should have taken it back to the fucking drawing board.
Maybe they should just get make a new game.
Here, Anthony, I'll show you how it goes to play Andromeda. So you start Andromeda, right?
Right.
So that's typically how video games
I'm in the Andromeda galaxy. The world is my oyster.
So the first 3 Mass Effect games, there were a whole bunch of different alien races. And this one, there's just you and your human crew. And that's fucking it. But wait, you find an alien race. And then there's an enemy. Can you guess who the enemies are?
It's
the Locust.
Human. It's the humans.
It's the fucking one other species that you encounter through the entire game, but oh no, they've turned evil and genetically engineered themselves to be the enemies, and that is that entire game. It has 0 story that's any good. The gameplay's fucking dog shit. They should have taken it back to the drawing board, because the first 3 games are fucking great. Great story. Great games. And Andromeda, Andromeda, they just really fucked up.
Yep.
I was hoping it would be really good, and it was fucking... The minute there was only one fucking alien race at all, like there's nothing else, and then it's like, oh, those are the bad people. They kill us all the time. I immediately went, they're you, aren't they? Like, there's just, you're the only other ones out here. Like, it's just gonna be you, isn't it?
I've never played the Mass Effect games.
They're not
kind of
unless you play RPGs of that sort. They wouldn't be up your alley. I would say they're good games. It's just they take a lot of time.
Which I don't know if I'm.
They're like it's. I mean, it's good stuff though. I enjoy them.
Yeah, like what do you enjoy? Are you a Tali, an Ashley Williams, Liara, Miranda Lawson? Are you You're a Miranda Lawson guy.
Oh no, I kill Miranda almost every time because I find her annoying and I know she's gonna betray me eventually, so I just kind of try to kill her off if I can.
Can I be 100% honest with you guys right now?
Uh-huh.
I thought Anthony was listing the Sex and the City characters. Like, I'm pretty sure Miranda, and there's like I really thought he was. I wasn't concerned because I've seen my fair share of episodes of Sex and the City, but I thought you guys were talking about Sex and the City.
No, those are
like I would also kill Miranda.
I mean,
as well,
you can fuck everyone, so I mean, it kind of is.
Like one of my favorite things I know about the Mass Effect games is there's this alien that you can you have relations with.
Sure.
And it's like when you go up to this alien to have sex with it, it's like, don't have sex with me. You will die. You will have great sex, but you will die afterwards. And you can still do it. And if you have sex with them, you die.
Yeah,
Listen,
she's
I would also go out with a blaze of glory. That's all I'm saying. Like, yes, sign me up. One last hurrah, and I don't have to keep existing on this plane. Absolutely.
I was about to say you probably have to look it up. She's of a different race, but she's a specific like variant of that species. That like they're killed off by their species because that's what they do, and she's one that like had hidden away forever, and you can like, which you get the choice. You can either kill her or bring her on your team.
It's a genetic mutation called Ardat Yakshi.
Yep.
Which
it's also
absolutely, she'd Yardak my Rakshi any day.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. It basically because
Is it like that Aqua Teen episode where like the pool gets cleaned and the little mermaid person flies inside your penis and gives you intense pleasure, and then you explode with her eggs?
Kind of.
The condition does not harm the Asari, although during mating, the Ardat Yakshi's nervous system completely overpowers and dominates that of her mates, causing hemorrhages in the victim's brain and ultimately death.
Yes, sign me up. Yes.
And then the lady becomes smarter, stronger, and deadlier.
Yes, just what I need. Yes.
And then there's also the whole storyline of that there's a mass genocide in those games that you can correct, or you could be evil and say no, we're not going to fix that issue,
or we can keep it as it should be.
I always fix it because the Krogan there are my favorite species. Like, they're just badasses, and I always feel really bad for what happened to them, so I always end up correcting it. I'm never evil.
Big dumb frogmen.
They're like shark frogmen that are super strong.
Yeah, they were sterilized because they populated too much.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, they nuked their own planet.
It happens.
Yeah, it's a whole thing you can do. Yeah, no, so that's I don't care that they're making another Mass Effect because it'll probably fail again because it's not the same team, and the teams they have now don't seem to know what they're doing or give a shit. So I don't really fucking care.
It's Halo all over again.
Yep. Hang on, I'm getting something hot off the press here. That's right, it's a One Piece watch. It's been a while.
Oh my God.
We got a One Piece watch stand out. All right.
I know. And this is mainly for Anthony. Have you seen the new spread that Oda teased? It is the final battle.
Robin?
No, it is basically it's a 2-page spread, and it's basically depicting the final battle. And it's, for spoilers, it has like Joy Boy and Enel coming back, and the Giants and Elbaf and Emu and Pluton and Neptune and the Noah and all that shit, just all like thrown on in like a Skypean spread kind of crude drawing.
So I am looking at it right now.
Yeah. Fucking amazing, is it not?
Yeah.
It has everything. It has the giant. It has the
There's Loki.
Yep. It has what's the robot? Can't remember.
I don't know this.
I can't remember what the robot's name is, but it has Zunisha, it has the Skypeans, it has the moon, it has Enel, it has Neptune, it has the Noah, it has Pluton, it has Emu, it has everything on there. And people have been picking it apart, being like, so this is just where we're leading to, and it's actually restored many people's hopes in this final arc.
This is Ragnarok here that I'm looking at.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yggdrasil, I see Yargamunder.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yep, because the fucking robots on the moon.
Mm-hmm. I still think that it's going to be the friends you made along the way. And if you think about it, it already is about the friends you made along the way and uniting those people, which is fine. However, I'm still pretty excited to see how it is after a couple disappointing arcs here towards the end, which was Egghead. I did not care much for the Egghead Island arc. Controversial take. I really thought Dressrosa was peak, and I will die on that hill, where it is just as good, if not better, than Water 7 and any Lobby. I know that is a very hot take that I'm willing to die on. That Doflamingo should have been a much larger bad guy in the grand scheme of things. And he still might, right? He's not dead. He's just in Impel Down. So it's very possible he comes back as too. But the Don Quixote family should have been more of a big bad than what they were allowed to be. But Dressrosa was peak storytelling for One Piece. People only like any Lobby and Water 7 because Cypher Pool 9, yes, CP9, and it was very emotional arc with Ace and the free time skip. So, and I will die on that hill. I'll fight anyone.
Live action One Piece has been delayed.
Here's the thing: it needs to be canceled, and that is not me saying that because I don't think it will be good. I think they captured something very, very relevant in the zeitgeist at the time. One Piece has since faded a little bit. However, I will be buying every Lego set that comes out that is actual One Piece Lego. So it's based on the show, so there will definitely be a Going Merry, I'm sure, and I will be buying that. So...
Jared, I do have some news for you as an avid gamer. It's been an incredible ride, MVPs. Thank you for all the support. Season 5 will serve as the final update for Multiverses, beginning 2/4/25 and ending 5/30/25. After Season 5 ends, players will be able to enjoy the game offline for the foreseeable future. Multiverses is coming to an end.
Who could have foreseen that?
You sound sarcastic.
Not at all. I thought it would live forever.
Well, it seemed even more sarcastic than the first time.
I tried playing that when it came out, and it was one of the buggiest experiences I've ever had with a Smash-like thing. So I'm not surprised that it didn't last.
The platform fighter, so it's called.
Yeah. It had a lot of issues, so I'm not too surprised that they wouldn't continue doing something with it. The idea was there, it didn't execute well in its initial release.
Sure.
It's kind of like Cyberpunk where like it's taken them 4 years and now they finally have updates that make it play like it should have 4 years ago when it released. I keep seeing that they like, there's another big update. Look what they changed. And I'm like, oh, you mean things that should have just been there from the beginning? I'm not re-downloading it because I don't fucking care enough.
Apparently they're doing The Sims 1 and 2 are getting re-released on modern platforms.
That's interesting.
I hope they have the cheat codes.
They have all the DLC. They better have the fucking cheat codes.
Otherwise, I can't build my mansion.
Let's see. Are there...
Also, there's conflicting reports with Resident Evil that either Resident Evil 1 or Resident Evil 0 are being remastered, remaked like the RE4 and 1, 2, 3 had. Because I saw it was going to be Resident Evil 1 because they're coming up on their 30th anniversary, but then I saw the creators saying they were actually going to do Resident Evil 0 as a remaster.
I have an idea. Both.
Yeah, I thought so too. It's like, it's your 30-year anniversary. You just do both of them and put them out at the same time because they're both the same story. Just combine them. Like, make it like a two-parter.
Yeah. Or just, like, release them both. Like, take the time to do them both.
I mean,
people
either way.
will buy them. I will buy them.
Also, there's Resident Evil 9, where it's been rumored and kind of leaked out that Leon and Jill will be the main characters, and it'll finish the story started in 7. But supposedly the leaked out script was that Leon and Jill are being sent in to finish things as a last resort, as Redfield is busy with some other things. So Chris is apparently busy, which I get. But I'm excited for that if that happens to be the case, because I'd be curious to see those two being your two leads co-oping it. That would be kind of neat.
Good callback.
Mm-hmm. It would be. Also, the director of Barbarian is saying he's going to do a Resident Evil movie, and now it's a bidding war between like 4 studios of who's going to buy it for making it. It's a cursed franchise. Don't make the movie.
I was about to say, I don't fucking
I don't want it. I really enjoy him. I enjoyed... Because the guy who directed Barbarian, I knew him from The Whitest Kids You Know, which I love that. I still watch that show. Still makes me laugh my ass off. And Barbarian was fucking great. But Resident Evil's fucking cursed. Anytime someone makes a movie or series, it turns out fucking terrible. Don't do it, sir.
Yeah, don't do it.
It's just, it doesn't work. Just don't do it.
It doesn't, which is kind of crazy because you could just make a zombie movie.
You think, but they try to include stuff from the games, but they don't do it correctly, and it just always ends up a fucking mess. Oh, and then also to end out gaming-wise, they canceled a God of War game that was going to be a live service, and good. I've seen a lot of people that are mad about it, and I felt the same way. I was like, no, good. I don't want a God of War that plays like Destiny, where like, this week, go into this boss fight, blah, blah, like, no. That's not what God of War is. I'm glad they canceled that.
They had a Transformers one, Transformers Reactivate. You can actually buy some of the figures, and it got canceled. It was going to be a live service Transformers game. I was like, I'm not going to buy this game. I'm not going to play this game because it's a live service game. And it got canceled. And I'm like, hallelujah. We haven't heard anything about it for over a year. And they're like, we're canceling it. It's like, no Thank fucking God. Surprise. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, but because that got canceled, PlayStation's apparently talking about doing Days Gone 2 to try to focus on single players, which, like, good for them. I'm kind of surprised because I thought they, like, shuttered that entire studio after that game's release. So this is curious that they're saying they talking about a sequel. Also in gaming-wise, to end out here, too, because it came up, Xbox is no longer doing exclusives. Like, at all. The CEO came out and he's like, no, we're just everything's gonna go to everything. Like, that's the way it should be going forward. We're like, Halo's gonna be on PlayStation, deal with it. We're literally not going to hold anything as our own. Everything is just going to be everywhere.
You know, and honestly, I prefer it that way. I would love
100%. I prefer that shit. I wish all the gaming companies would do that. Where like you make something and give it so that anyone can play it, and not just like you have to buy our specific thing, because that gets really annoying.
Yep. Nope. I'm glad. As someone who owns an Xbox, I'm glad that they're
like.
That they're
I
doing
own an Xbox. I've had PlayStations. I've gamed a little bit on PC. I'm really okay with them being like, we're not, as much as we own the companies, like we're not gonna hold them exclusive to us, which is like good for you. Like that's the way all fucking games should be, and not this fucking you need to buy our shit to play this shit. It's really fucking annoying.
I agree. Hear that, Nintendo?
Hear that, PlayStation? Stop holding Spider-Man and all the other Marvel shit fucking hostage.
I want to play Mario, Spider-Man, and Halo all on the same console.
Well, here's what, because the Insomniac Spider-Man games are exclusive to PlayStation. The Wolverine game that they're making is also going to be PlayStation exclusive, and like that pisses me off. Because Sony owns it. Like, for gaming-wise, it's the same company, so they're like, we own this. We're just, this is ours. This is our company.
I feel like because, Spider-Man, I don't like, but I understand.
They hold fucking everything. Even special, like, if he's an introduced character in a game, you have to own a PlayStation to play him in that game. Mm-hmm. It's fucking stupid. Marvel Rivals is the first one I've seen to include him in a main cast. Because typically Sony will fucking hold that man hostage. Well, they did it with, what was it? That Avengers game that came out. Yep. You could play as Spider-Man, but you needed a PS4. Like, you couldn't play him otherwise. Anyway, so that's all I've got. That's all the stuff for this week. Check out the rest of our YouTube. I have another mini alligators out right now. I had a lot of fun recording that one. Go check that out. Those are daily. So check us at What an Oddcast on TikTok or the Oddcast Network on YouTube for the mini episodes daily. I'm going to try to release 2 a day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. And then all the gaming stuff. And check us our TikTok for Maverick's Clips, where he talks about he's better than you for all the things he owns.
I didn't know. It clearly states that I say I'm not better than them. I'm just
not to
more
say
prepared.
That I'm not better than you, but... Oh, there's a lot of people. I love the comments I've gotten because there were so many comments. The ones that stood out to me was one guy. Whoa, slow it down, man. My girlfriend's on here. Save some pussy for the rest of us.
Hey, listen. Someone comment I saw is like, well, I have a girlfriend. Good for you. Some of us don't need that kind of baggage in our life, okay? Some of us. Right? Some of us are just more prepared in the long run. I hope your girlfriend's going to protect you from the shadow realm. Oh, wait. She's not. You know what is? My 3 Egyptian god cards in Exodia. Just saying. And all my Millennium items, they'll protect me. I'll have no problem getting out of the shadow realm.
Oh, there was somebody who did argue with you about the movie one, I believe.
The Pyramid of Light.
Yeah.
I
saw somebody made a comment about arguing about that.
It's not. Yeah, it was the wrong one. It doesn't matter. It's not the Pyramid of Light. It was just a weird one from, I think, like the second movie or something from like Dimensions in Danger or something like that. Doesn't fucking matter. They fucking nerds. Like, for Christ's sakes. Although you got one thing wrong. Okay, I still got the other 7 right, you dumb motherfucker. Huh?
Actually.
I bet my fucking Millennium Scale is going to judge you, and guess what? You're going to be a lot fucking heavier or lighter than the goddamn feather, so fuck off.
Yeah, maybe I'll fucking send shit to Jared about Transformers toys that I have.
100% you should. The Transformers
super
explode.
Jealous that I'm going far more viral than he is, even though he sent so much more shit to Jeff than I do.
I'll say I gotta
send me shit with your Transformers. People love that shit. Like the Requiem Blaster exploded the minute I put it up there. Like send me shit and it will do well.
I will.
So many nerds.
So many nerds.
We can get a fucking poll. We could talk about old shit, new shit, what shit they want to see.
But Anthony, what G1 action figures do you have? Because that's clearly the best ones. Fucking hit a nerve.
Look.
I fucking hate G1ers. You know, I like G1, but it's G1ers I can't fucking stand.
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of them in the comments. Be careful on what you send. That's all I'm saying.
All right, cool.
Send me whatever, because I will read the comments.
All right, I'm gonna
start writing names out. Put them on blast.
Oh, you know what? We'll do G1 Starscream. So fucking, you want to talk about G1 Starscream? Let's talk about G1 fucking Starscream. Come here. This is a fucking real elite. Look at this guy. No fucking knees. That was his hand that just popped off because they just fucking pop off. See the swing right here? See the swing? Popped off. See this right here? Right here? You just yoink, pop that off.
So you can follow us, Oddcast Network on YouTube, at Blood and Oddcast on TikTok, at OddcastN on Twitter and Instagram. Go follow us on all this stuff and check out all the stuff we post. Thank you all for listening.
I triggered on that. So bad. That's amazing. Everyone stay on. Goodbye, everyone.
Fuck G1ers.